America Votes, Nikki Haley suspended her presidential campaign, leaving Donald Trump as the Republican Party's presumptive nominee. So it now sets the stage for a rematch of 2020 between President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump. However, both are dealing with some voter pushback. And as Ben Brown with our ABC 15 political team reports, Haley didn't endorse Trump, saying he needs to earn the support of her voters. Meanwhile, Biden is dealing with an issue with uncommitted voters.
The uncommitted vote gained momentum following Michigan's primary last month in protest over Biden's handling of the Israel-Hamas war. That continued into Super Tuesday.
I don't begrudge people on the left for using the primary process to make their voice heard. That's the whole point. They are using the system that has been presented to them, and they should do that. And the Biden folks have to find a reason to get those people to vote for them.
In the Democratic primary, about 19% voted uncommitted in Minnesota, while in North Carolina, nearly 13% voted no preference.
If you're the Biden campaign, you're thinking, how do we thread the needle of giving people on the left who are irritated with us something they want, demonstrating to people who voted for Nikki Haley as a protest against Donald Trump that they can trust us.
Something that Trump will also have to prioritize.
I think the evidence is that most of those people will come back to the fold because they don't like both candidates, but they like the other side a lot less.
So the real concern might not be the undecided voter, rather the unexcited voter.
It's a component. I mean, the other one really is the turnout and enthusiasm. If we find one side is more enthused than the other.
We took to the streets and talked to undecided voters about their feelings on a Trump vs. Biden rematch.
So what's your mood like going into November here? We have two relatively old candidates, like you said, kind of a rematch potentially of 2020. Are you excited for November?
No, not at all. Not at all. I'm hoping that there'll be a miracle and someone else will step in.
I will definitely vote this year. It may not be for Trump. It definitely will not be for Biden. It might have to be for one of the other candidates, you know.
I don't like how Biden is dealing with the Israel-Hamas war. I don't like his response. Really don't want to vote for him, but if I have to, I don't want Trump to be president, so.
With former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley dropping out of the race, a Biden-Trump rematch is here. The question now, who will prevail? For the ABC 15 political team, I'm Ben Brown.